And what is up, everybody? How y'all doing? Happy Sunday to you. And let's get this fixed real quick. Wow, I really messed up my camera earlier, didn't I? I should do it, I think. Yeah, we good. Happy Easter. Happy Sunday. I know it's been a few days since I've done a show. Uh, yeah, let's just say, been trying to get this done right. Camera's wonky. I don't know frickin' why. Jack's probably been on the desk, so let's get this done right. Been busy at work. Just been working my ass off. They say get all the overtime you can, over all the overtime you want. Been getting up at 4, being into work by 5:36, then work until 4:30 or 5, if not after. So yeah, I spent my life the past couple of weeks is just working my ass off. Trying to get the energy to do shows again. Might not do all the overtime next week, but we'll see. We left off here, what, a week ago on H3VR2 execution viewing. We're on section 5, about 40 minutes in. Not anticipating too many people tonight. I know it's Easter, so we're just going to sit here and probably talk to myself and analyze the evidence. We're going to get through the remainder of section 5, probably into section 6. Don't know how long that is. Let's see real quick. About 11 minutes into section 6. We'll get that done and get into night 2 of H3VR2. So with that being said, let's get to it. Okay, there we go. There we go. Trying to get everything. Okay, running tests. Make sure I got everything hooked up. Fish, what's up? Happy Easter. How you doing? Good to see me back on. Appreciate that. Wasn't really away, just been working. Get home from work. As I said in Discord, it is home, dinner, sleep. So we're going to have to amplify that a little bit. That is a little low. So let's go for 8 decibels. That should do it. Yeah, kind of just motivation wise, after I eat, it's like I'm fucking tired. But I did have some of the shippers at work, they're hired through a temp agency, introduced me to another coffee. I've been drinking Death Wish, espresso, Death Wish, Black Rifle Company espresso, extra dark. So yeah, it's a powerful coffee. It's been my coffee of choice for a while, but they got me onto this Cuban Cafe Bustelo, uh, Cuban espresso. Yeah, I am hearing colors. That's how much caffeine's in it. I just put a couple creamers in it, couple teaspoons of sugar, and it keeps me wired till about 4 o'clock. So yeah, that's my new coffee of choice is that Cafe Bustelo. Thinking I'm putting a coffee maker in the studio here. That way I can do shows on the weekends and just sip coffee. But I am thinking about doing gaming now too. So, been talking about it. I think it's going to be World of Warships to start. I'm actually contemplating doing that tonight, but nah. into baseball season. Not a huge baseball fan, so we'll see if I watch any baseball this year. Good thing that Mike isn't picking up the dogs barking outside. Finally found a noise isolation program that works. Which is me. Okay, that's echo. And into another car with a fart can for a muffler. So I always make fun of people with mufflers like that. Sounds like somebody farting in a tin can. I think I am going to buy that new piece of paranormal equipment, the Theremin, probably during the week, end of the week, so I get it on the weekend. So for shows, I'm going to turn it on and set it on the shelf behind me, probably next to the pictures and the haunted dolls, and see if we can get any actual evidence during a stream. I think that would be cool as shit to get live evidence like that. Especially as active as these two are. Because we've only got evidence once before live on this show. Once. I'd love to have something happen live again. But the first time it scared the shit out of me. Like I said, I left the camera on and went through the house with my gun drawn. It was like a green screen was up and everybody saw the shadow walk behind me. And I was like, guys, somebody's in the house. Excuse me, somebody's in the house. I'll be right back. Headphones off, gun out, and I'm walking through the house like, all right. Well, it's like doors were locked, windows were shut, nobody in the house. And I talk about it every now and then. Came back, it's like, guys, nobody's in the house. We had something walk across camera. I wish I could find out which video it was. But to have it happen right behind me, I think, now that I'm not using a green screen anymore, but I will for gaming. Theremin costs like, I think, 60. So, or between 40 and 60, depending on which version you get. Problem is, I'll have to get a battery pack. Once I take it on investigations, I'll have to get a battery pack for it. Which is alright. Not a big deal. pretty flat line through the rest of this, which is good. I mean, so I can't, as I said, I'm the only one at work taking them up on the overtime. I'm actually asking them, it's like, my supervisors, it's like, how long will they let me get away with this? They're like, we have no idea. Just keep, if you want to do it, just keep doing it until they tell you to stop. It's like, but if I'm the only one doing it, don't you think they'd maybe look the other way? And they're like, no. They're going to tell you to stop eventually. Well, as long as I'm staying busy and keeping shit flowing, why would they? That's not the way they think. But, until the AV job comes back, you know, I'm just keep doing this one the best I can. But that extra, 10 hours of overtime a week, that makes up for the pay cut I had to take. And like I said, it's only 2 hours. No big, 2 hours a day, no big deal. I've done worse. Back in my towing days. When I was working fucking what? Every other month, 30, 31 days. I 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on call. Some days I'd go out for like 2 or 3 days. Just never come home. Fucking summertime, you're stanking to beat hell because you can't get home because it's too busy. Yeah, but what I was making at the last company there, Fish, even with the 10 hours a week overtime, I'm just still about 80 to 100 short every 2 weeks on what I'd make working 40 at the old job. But like I said, it's helping make up for it. I got to respond to a call for the stagehand shit. For the on-call position, they want me to work across town next weekend. It's not worth it to drive that far. So, we'll see. Did pick up a new book for the paranormal. Phone Calls from the Dead. Really looking forward to getting into this book. I will say though, I've actually only one time in almost 18 years now of investigating have I ever had a phantom phone call, and I've talked about that before. It's a unique experience. It's really unique. Pretty flat through here. Of course, we have to stop the audio for a second, guys, and go to the Jack cam. Jack wanted to come say hi. Didn't you, bud? Jack, look at the camera. Oh. Jack wanted to say hi to everybody, but he just wanted the attention. Come on, Jack. Say hi to the camera. Nah, he didn't. He don't like the camera. Cat is freaking nuts, guys. I'll tell you. He is a little nut job. Okay. He can go. All right. Fucking cat's nuts, but I love him. Back to it, guys. Sorry. He wanted to say he always, whenever I go on air, it's just immediately. He'll get up next to the chair and just reach his paw up on the side of me. Which he just, I know he's saying hi, wants attention, but got to bring him up for everybody. He's been a staple of this show since I got him. And let's see, what is this? April. In 2 months, he turns 4. So. This has got to be traffic. Yep. And like I said, I love the 4-axis on the microphone. You could tell which direction the mic was facing. I wish I could, go ahead and like just say like win like enough, like win like 10 grand just to blow on the freaking paranormal. I'd get rid of all my digital recorders that weren't the Zoom H3 VRs, and I'd get like 12 of these things, 10 or 12 of these things. That'd be about $3,200 for like 10 of them. So, it'd be great. Whoa, hold on. That's not traffic. That's not an airplane. That just sounds like distortion. I know it's not paranormal. It's environmental. But just to watch the 4 different levels of it is actually kind of cool. Huh. Oh well. Sounds, nothing. Okay, that is kind of it for section 5, which we didn't get anything. It was all on section 4. Kind of depressing, to tell you the truth. No, you don't want to save it. Let's get into section 6. Get that loaded up in there. I said, even though it's only 11 minutes. Okay, let's get this fixed real quick so I don't have to do that. Okay, effects. Vocal enhancer. I don't think we have to go too loud on this. All right. Six. We're not doing too bad. We're at 180 VPs. Going back through them, at least we have some decent ones. Nothing comes of this. So on like June, I think it's June 3rd or something like that. I will be doing an interview on Geeks Paranormal on Twitch. Another paranormal investigator. She does a lot of gaming, but does paranormal stuff on the weekends. So I will be doing an interview on her show coming up in June. I'll let you guys know as the time gets closer. And I'll reveal the topic when it gets closer as well. So, watch her stream. I get involved with a lot of the people she interviews. A few people can't cancel here and there. And I said, if you ever need somebody last minute, that after somebody cancels, if you still want to interview, let me know and I'll fill in. So she just gave me my own interview date, which is cool. But still going to offer if somebody cancels, I'll jump in. Not a big deal. Get off of there. Fucking cat. Sorry. Jack's jumping in places he doesn't need to be. He's doing cat things. Well, I'll let you guys know for sure. Hold on. That sounds like an echo. Okay, let's really amplify this. Effects. Yeah, I think this is definitely an echo. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely definitely not paranormal. Well, at least I know I'm in the area. You could hear me and hear the GoPro dropping. That doesn't sound like me. Let's might be echo again. Definitely might be echo. Yeah. I'm gonna have to slow it down. Yes. All right. Way too warbly. Sounds like it's saying go back, but it's jumping on us again. So we got 821.6 to 823.6. It does match the timestamp though. That's what's weird. I'm putting that to echo. I'm putting that to echo. What did I just do? Dumb. Sorry guys, trying to go through a couple files while I'm doing this. Oop.
Me too, me
Yeah,
too.
I have some recordings, I'm excited to see what I want.
Why is this still doing this? Shit. I'm gonna need your help. Grab that off my wrist, please. Thank you.
I think that dates was wrong.
Oh, I can't do this.
All right, that's that is it for H3VR2 Night 1. We ended up getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on, 1, 2. We ended up getting 16 EVPs off basically Night 1, H3VR2. So not bad at all, actually. Actually pretty damn good, but we won't tell anybody else. All right. Ooh. This looks ugly. This really looks ugly. At least we might be able to get through this quick. This is going to be Night 2, but it doesn't look like there's a lot to it. Let's find out.
All right, this is Brent with Incarnate Paranormal, Nevada State Prison, Night 2, Visit 5. This is H3VR being left in the kitchen, up on the counter.
All right. The kitchen. We're going to have to really amplify this. Because I don't think there's going to be anything. I've been wrong before. But kitchen hasn't yielded a lot of evidence, ever. We've got a couple here and there, but Nothing to really write home about. I don't think that's Chris. Really? You were here last year? That's not Chris. Yeah, this is not Chris. And Susan wasn't there yet. Fuck. I just said there wasn't going to be much, and we get an intelligent EVP right off the start. All right. Really? You were here last year. Can you help me? Oh, come on. You're not going to do this right now. Hold on, guys. I got to pause this for a second. Got to go to an away screen. I'll be right back. Bear with me, guys. This is... wow, they took it down. So we got to do this the other way. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. All right, guys. Sorry. All right, guys. Sorry. All right, guys. Apparently, the clip tool no longer works. So I'm going to play this a couple times. I'm going to have to clip it directly through Twitch. All right, let's see if that works, guys. Do apologize about that one. I'm gonna have to find another clip, another way to clip this shit. So let's get this saved real quick. Save selection as. Okay, that's. Bear with me. Don't know why it's screwing up the way it is, but it is. Okay, we got H3VR2, Night 2 Kitchen, 109. Okay. All right, got it saved. Sorry about that. Let me get this written down now. And that is at 035. 35 seconds in, we get an EVP. So, yeah. And I didn't save the enhancement. Jesus. I am not doing good today, guys. I'm sorry. Oh my God. All right. Sorry about that. Add to the counter. Yes. Let's get that done. That's 380. Got it. 3080. Let's play this a couple more times just because. All right. Imagine if I would have heard that with my own ears. Can you help me? I was here last year. Can you help me? Or you were here last year. Can you help me? Yeah? If I would have heard it, damn Skippy, I would have stayed and tried to. Okay, that's Chris. Or somebody else. That might be Susan. Huh. There is a voice then what sounds like an okay. But we're in the other room, so there should be this kind of an echo or something, because it sounds like a breath. A forced breath. Okay. But we're not in the room. So let's try to... Okay. Vocal enhancer. Let's bring this bitch up a little bit. Let's raise vocals 10 decibels and bring that up a bit. That's an echo. Sounded like a voice. Get it cleaned up, and away it goes. Bye-bye. Definitely not a forced breath. Definitely an echo, because you can hear that. Like a door shut, or that that rubber trim on the bottom of like prison doors, school doors, that dust guard or that wind guard at the bottom. That's what it sounds like when it's opening, is that weather stripped guard on the bottom of the door when it opens, just a short distance, or it comes back. So I think that's what it might have been, is that that dust guard on the bottom of a door, and it just enough movement to where it sounds like a voice. That's just me. But I still could be wrong. Could that be something talking? Somebody in the distance. Yes. Somebody spirit, I don't know yet. It's a little too hard pushed of a whisper. If that makes any sense. So we're going to try to go in. See how this works. Definitely sounds like a conversation. So can we bring this up without screwing it up? That middle sounds like You're So Bad. But the warble is really throwing me off. That warbling is. I don't know. Can we clean up even more? What's up, Corgi? Thank you and the Raider and for raiding. Do appreciate you, bud. Trying to clean this up. I don't know if it's an EVP, but it definitely could be. Okay, constant hiss and crackle, hiss and lots of crackles. That's not going to do it. So how you been there, Korg? I don't know how to clean. I do not know how to clean this up more. I really don't. Declicker. Okay, what if I repaired it? What's up, Moose? Yeah, this is an EVP. Happy Easter, Moose. I had to retire. Docs don't want you to work anymore. Oh, shit. Damn, Korg. Maybe you should start streaming full time. Okay, we're gonna. What do you guys think? Yay, nay? This is definitely unique. I gotta say that. It sounds like You're So Bad. Nobody. Everybody's not. No, there's nobody in the room right now, which is strange. Which is very strange. I don't know who it's talking about. There's nobody in there. I'm gonna save this as You're So Bad. We've been at this one for about 7 or 8 minutes now, which is fucking crazy. I can't clean it up anymore. That's for damn sure. I wish I could. Okay, that's night 2, H3, VR2. So it's in the kitchen. Night 3, H3, VR kitchen. All right. 5 consecutive streaks on a watch streak. Nice. There's a name in front of You're So Bad. Let's see. Yeah, there might be a name there. It sounds like the name is right here in the center. But I think it's too forced of a whisper to get a name. I don't know. I can't make it out either. We're going to go on, though. Hope all you guys are having a good Easter, though. Doing an early show. Like I fixed a ham earlier with some just mac and cheese. Found this brown sugar maple glaze at the store. Got like 3 packets of it and just smothered the ham in it. Oh, it came out good. It was good. Good. So that is a little low. So we're going to amplify this just a little bit more. I wish these dogs outside would stop frickin' barking. Just echo. Oh, Kinder's? Kinder's has frick everything Kinder's makes is amazing. It's a little mechanical. I know this for sure is not an EVP, but I've got to. I've definitely got to check this out. Why does it sound like it's set to me? It sounds like saying thanks, asshole. No, it's not hot at all. I don't think Kinder's makes anything spicy. No, it sounds like it's saying thanks, asshole. It sounds like it. I'm 99% sure this is not evidence, but it sounds like it. I don't know why it keeps doing this. Whenever I go to stretch and pitch to draw it out, it changes the time frame. I don't know why it keeps doing this to me. Every stinking time I go to do this. Okay, I'm not going to fuck with it if it keeps doing this to me. These freaking dogs been barking since 7 this morning. I'm glad the mic isn't picking this up. Looks like, yeah, Susan was there. I don't remember night 2 very much. Night 1 really messed me up, guys. You know, night 1 I was in the chamber, and night 2 was just a haze. So, so somebody else was in there investigating. Whoa. That's definitely not Susan. You do not ask that question on an investigation. Just no. Come on. That pisses me off. How old were you when you died? Oh, come on. You do not ask this question. Oh. Dun dun dun. No. 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 You do not answer or do not ask that question. That is Paranormal 101. Why? Why? Uh,
It's Paul, just coming in.
Okay, Paul was one of the male investigators. Okay, we can deal with that. Yeah, at least he announced himself. And that's 90%. I'll be fair about this. Hey, somebody's equipment, and then they announce themselves. Which, kudos. Most people don't do that, or most new people don't do that. I don't know how long Paul's been in the field, but at least he announced himself. Pray that the female does it too.
is leaving the building.
Thank you, Paul. I'll give him applause for announcing his departure. And he didn't have heavy footsteps either to cause echo. He had soft footsteps. Unlike me when I got heavy steps. I try not to, but I do. But next investigation won't be so bad because I'm 50 pounds lighter, so. Or 48 pounds. What's all this commotion coming up?
Coming in.
Announce yourself. Thank you. That's two. Okay, they're not making too much noise. I've done worse, so they're actually doing right. That sounded computerized.
Okay, I turned the flashlight off.
Yep. Somebody's using a cell phone for investigations. And we're off for the quiet. Whoa, hold on. Something hit the microphone. That's either against the cage or against the microphone itself. Because those microphones have little cages around them, remember? The H3VR. Wrong picture. Sorry, guys. Yeah, that might be a bug hitting it. Since it's not very big or not much of an impact, I think that's a bug hitting the recorder. It's gotta be. I'm not going to think too much into it. I'm not going to call it evidence, but I'm not going to debunk it. Is the other noise? Well, we've heard this noise 1,000 times before. That's just prison noise. There's noise before and after. That's a door shutting. That's one of the doors shutting. That's distant. That's really distant. So I don't know. I'm going to chalk this up to being a bug. Don't know. That's the door shutting to go to the old cell block. That's a door. Just from a great distance. I think that's a metal door that goes into like the old prison house and up to infirmary. Matter of fact, I can about 75% sure on that one. Ooh. Oh shit, yawning. Sorry guys. Ooh. I got a good night's sleep too. I should not be yawning this early. It's only what, like 4:30? I don't know, guys. Pretty much, at least we're getting the point we can narrow down where we're not going to put recorders on the next investigation at the prison. We're not going in the kitchen. We'll be in culinary. Death row, execution viewing, women's. C block, end of D block, and up the hill if we have the chance. I don't know. We've done almost everything there is to do, and I don't think we've got many duplicate EVPs. And there's Jasper the Crow making an appearance. We might be able to get away with not taking all the equipment and just detail on harder investigating rather than just overloading with equipment. Go with the GoPros and a few pieces of equipment, and that's it. Definitely the theremin. Once I get that, try to pick up a couple more GoPros. The Eddy and two H3VRs, the H4N, maybe 2 or 3 other recorders, and that's it. I'm not going to take 20 freaking recorders next time. Because now we're at the conclusion there's not a lot of residual EVPs. It's intelligent EVPs. Fucking Jasper. to here. I'm definitely thinking about putting a coffee maker on the shelf behind me. All the same residual sounds. Wow. Which is a little depressing. It really is. Oh, come on. Been away from it so long, the hard drive went into sleep mode, so give me a minute, guys. She definitely decided to go to sleep. There it is. All right, we got something to analyze. Sweet. All right. We got 5 on that. Let's get this. Effects, special vocal enhancer, and we'll be good. Doesn't look like a lot, but hopefully there's something there. All right. Oh. And Moose over on YouTube. Got double watching. Double the numbers. Everybody, please remember to subscribe on YouTube too. Even if you don't watch it through there, just click that subscribe. You can turn off notifications, but we're trying to push up to that 500. It's not what Twitch requires, but be like nice to see that up there too. What do we got here? Hit that follow button. Exactly. That's me. You can tell by the footsteps. And it sounds like I'm adjusting the GoPro on the metal tables. You can hear that screeching of the plastic feet on metal.
That way, I'm going to do it this way.
God, I'm fidgeting with the equipment a lot, aren't I? More annoying than Jasper.
Alright guys, this is Brett with the Incarnate Paranormal, Nevada State Prison. Night 2, visit 5. This is GoPro 8 being left in the kitchen. After yesterday, they showed me a picture of Mr. Daryl Mack being seen over by this post. We're going to see if we can get his spirit walking by.
And that was actually a really cool picture. See if I can find it while we're. Yep, there it is. This is not my picture. Let me bring this up. I think this was from Susan or one of the other teams, so credit where credit is due. And this is Daryl Mack. So here's the two pictures. This is what I was talking about on the GoPro. They saw Daryl Mack walking in Culinary. Let me back it up. So you could see, you turn him to the side, there's no way that's not Daryl Mack. This is just wild to me. The fact that they could catch this is one in a million. So when I say we're hoping we can catch him walking by in the GoPro, this is it. And I know I've done this before, but it's been a while since I brought up both pictures and put them side by side. So I think there's about a 60-40 chance that that is actually his spirit. During the day as well, yes. Which would probably when he'd be down there getting ready to probably start dinner. So, but somebody on death row working in culinary, okay, I can buy it. So that was the comparison. So that's why we did what we did. I think I just set up and left. So. And I did. Nice big dark gap.
So the reporters brings him into the kitchen. So it's going to be like daylight for a few minutes. I'm going to set a recorder here. We're going to get the eddy turned on. We're going to set it right here. So, I am here this evening to speak with some of you gentlemen. Had some things written down here I wanted to ask. Ralph Alonzo Woods, Harold Wilson, are any of you interviewed gentlemen here with me tonight? And the Eddie's already going off. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you for giving me a sign. Ralph Alonzo Woods, Harold Wilson, are any of you interviewed gentlemen here with me tonight? And the Eddie's already going off. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you for giving me a sign of your presence. Do you remember me from last night? My name is Brent. So I did come back to speak with you as promised. So, thank you. As I said last night, Mr. Nathan Kimmel. As I said last night, Mr. Nathan Kimmel died As I said last night, Mr. Nathan Kimmel died 2 years ago from a respiratory disease. So in the end, he ultimately got what was coming to him. So Ralph and Harold, I hope you take solace in knowing that he is dead now. If it is, could you light up that box on the end of the counter like you just did for me? Mr. Darrell Mack, sir. Chris Pitzer. Chris. Mr. Darrell Mack, sir.
Clothes rubbing together.
Chris Pitzer showed me a picture yesterday. I'm going to bring it up real quick. There's a picture. There's a picture. There's a picture team was in here. Right here, the team was in here. Right here, the team was in here. I'm going to hold this up for you. Is that you standing next to this pillar over here? Could you light up that box on the end of the counter right there with the numbers on it? If this is you in the picture, it appears you're standing right back here somewhere. Where it's right back, right back, right back, right back, right back, right back.
I'm still trying to figure out after all this time how come my voice and my breath drops off for just like a half a second, then comes back up to normal. I'm talking like I said, it comes back like this. It happens numerous times at the prison. Has not happened on any other investigation that I can remember. And just the prison, I'll be talking like, and my voice goes like that. It cuts off just for maybe a half a second and comes back. Is something passing in between me and the recording device that's causing that interference? This one is one that boggles me the most. And I wish I could explain this one.
Right back, right back, right back, right back here somewhere. Where it says cooks only, right back here. If that is you, standing back here, where it says cooks only. So you guys can see, I don't know if it's blurring it out. This is what Chris sent me. If that is you, could you touch that box for me, please? I promise him I'd come in here and speak with you. So what we're going to do, we're going to walk through here. We got a little bit better of a light this year. You guys asked me for a better light, and I'm obliged. You can see a lot more. More kitchen back here. This is not a high room. Nothing special. We're trying not to do too much of a tour tonight, but we did promise that we would show some more stuff for you guys. They did get the reefers open. You remember last year these were closed. So we're not talking too much of a show. It's basically it's basically just a refrigerator. But I said they got them all open. I'm going to show you guys real quick. Nothing to them, just readers. And again, these were ovens. Just me. So yeah, they are ovens. Ovens and readers. You know, guys, I'm sorry that I wasn't able to be here for 3 nights this year. It was only 2. As I said last night, my good friend Joe lost his father, about 3 weeks before we came up here. So I'd like you to do me a personal favor. This box is on the end of the counter. Could you do me a favor and tap it if you would like to send him condolences for the loss of his father? Could you do that for me, please, to send him a message that we can share? Guys, I don't have that long this year. It's 8 o'clock. We've only got about 3 hours left before we have to close shop. And I gotta come through and pick everything up again. So could you knock on something for me, please, to let me know you are here? You guys, don't see too much this year. It appears they're going to be dosing. So that will be official as of this year. Imagine tracking everything right. Lock up the labels, spatulas, brushes. Pretty interesting. Control the airflow for the vents, hammers, pliers. God forbid you go to jail and get hammered. Drunk or literally. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and kill this. No offense. We're gonna turn it off. Maybe. There we go. Alright, we're gonna lock this up. We're gonna grab this, my H3VR, and we're gonna be on to the next section. Thank you, gentlemen. Mr. Daryl Mack, if you'd like to maybe come out and touch this camera that's up here with this bright light, I would greatly appreciate it. Just, come say hi. Come up and say something into the camera for me. You're not being interviewed or questioned. That I'd like to think that you followed me around the prison the past couple nights, and I think it was you that protected me from an execution when I went into the chamber. So please don't let yourself be known.
Kind of shocked we didn't get anything out of that. But you know what? It is what it is. There's the other side of that. Maybe I talked too much in there. Maybe I tried to carry on a conversation instead of just asking questions too, because there was a lot of talking by me. So, you kind of take the good with the bad on that. You try to create that line of communication with the spirits, but sometimes you take it a little too far. And I had one of my supervisors actually ask me, she saw the stickers on the side of the Jeep. She goes, "Oh, you do that?" It's like, yeah, like 18 years, August 1st. Like, oh, talking about, I really want to go to two. I'd love to try that. It's like, it's an acquirement. A lot of people say they want to get into investigations until they get on one and shit happens. I told her the story how we did when I was with Sin City Paranormal, we had an open investigation for training for new members. And a boyfriend-girlfriend came in, and he ended up getting scared, wanting to leave. And we had to make both of them leave. It was like, you came in together, you have to stay together, or you got to go. We'd prefer if you stay, because if you come in with 8, you have to finish with 8. You can't finish with 6. You can't finish with, 7. but it's like you guys can't be on the team if you're gonna flake out like this. It's dangerous. So I kind of told her, what to expect. She's like, I would really like to do Tombstone. Everybody wants to do Tombstone, but nobody wants to pay the exorbitant amount of money it takes to do some of these locations because Ghost Adventures made it famous. And that's, I hate saying it, the TV shows, yeah, they get people to go to these locations and spend money. But the amount of money they charge to get in just because TV shows went there is exploiting the field. And they kind of hamstring you on how much time you could to spend there, which I get that. They don't want you staying there, 12 hours to investigate. Though, you get it for 3 hours. How about 5? 5 would be great. 5 is a good investigation. And by the time 5 hours rolls around, you're done. 5 hours at the prison and I'm cooked. My longest investigation was 26 hours. 3 different buildings in Goldfield, Nevada. I never want to do that again. That is a marathon. We had the hotel, the courthouse, and the high school. It was tough. It was tough. But then again, you're spending a lot of your own energy, so. I told her, it's like, you really want to pay, $2,500 for a few hours? And, the birdcage ain't exactly that big of a building anyway. 5 hours, 3 to 5 hours in the birdcage, unless you're actually getting evidence from the second you sit down to the second you leave, it's not worth it. You might have to go back 4 or 5 times to get evidence. And there's nothing more on this. Let's at least see what we got going on 4. Oh, that was section. Oh, shit. Fucking. This remote drive is. I got to figure out how to adjust its sleep settings. Because it goes to sleep really, really easily. There we go. 1. Which one is this? Shit. Did we... Hold on, guys. Bear with me. Okay. Bear with me, guys. I lost track here. Bear with me. Okay. Okay, we're going to do section 3. Amplify. Okay, there we go. God damn it. There we go. Sorry, guys. Everything's acting a little wonky. Okay, then we got effects. Put it in a couple more minutes, see where we're at on this, and that might be the rest of the show. I don't know yet. We got in 2 hours, so we're doing good. It's just taking a while. Freaking Adobe. As Corgi would say, fucking Adobe. All right. All right. Yeah, I don't know if I can. That's a lot to analyze. That is a lot to analyze. So I don't think we're going to jump into that tonight. Don't know what else to really do tonight, guys. Got a couple hours under our belts. We did get 2 EVPs tonight. You were here last year, and You're So Bad. There was a name in there somewhere. Don't really know what it was. We couldn't make it out. Kind of garbled. But truly thank you guys for being here for a couple hours tonight. Moose, David, Fish, Corgi, anybody else lurking in the shadows. Like I said, I do thank you guys for being here tonight. Happy Easter. Depending on how I'm going to feel during the week, I'm going to try to do shows, even if I have to force it. So that being said, you guys are the best. If it wasn't for you guys, I probably wouldn't be doing this so much. Probably be trying to do some gaming too, which we might start into once we get done with Nevada State Prison, before we jump back into finishing the Goldfield Hotel and going back into the original stuff we can redo to the shows I had to delete. We'll get through it, guys. We got enough, and at least until I do the next investigation too. So that being said, guys, have a great night. God bless, and I'll see y'all later. Thanks again.